Okay. Okay, it's done.
So, good evening, friends. Hope everybody has read something about bibliometric analysis, the article that I have shared with you. Today, we'll discuss very briefly. Actually, this is a very small topic, and it should not require 3 days for this workshop. And since we received feedback from the last workshop that the session is quite lengthy, uh, so I keep one session per day. Today we'll discuss about the basics of bibliometric and the softwares that is required. And tomorrow we'll have a hands-on practice. And day after tomorrow we'll plan some manuscripts. So today my plan is to introduce you what is bibliometric analysis and why should we use the various softwares that is applicable for this doing bibliometric analysis. Few examples and some of the demonstration how to do a bibliometric analysis. So if you look at this diagram, see some of the terminology you may have familiar about, such as altmetric, centiometric, cybermetric, informametrics, bibliometrics. Okay. Can anybody say the center, which one shows the altmetric? Where you find this information? Have you seen anywhere the altmetrics? Anybody?
Google Scholar, it will show. Or
Sir, websites, how
Journal
many people
Anywhere?
read?
articles. Journal article.
Okay. So if you open any website of a journal, for example, if you open the link I shared, one of our publication on bibliometric, in the right hand side, you will find a circular image showing the altmetrics, that how many viewers are there for this article and how many downloads. Okay. All quality journals, they have this altmetric in the right side of the web page of that article. Okay. So if you look at the broader, the bibliometric placed in the second circular, and there is a citation here. If you look at the can informatics save the biomedical research, a case study of the HIV/AIDS research in sub-Saharan Africa. If you read this article, then you will able to know the importance of bibliometric analysis in biomedical research. What is bibliometric analysis? It is very simple definition. It is a scientific, computer-assisted review methodology that can identify core research or authors as well as their relationship by covering all the publications related to a given topic or a field. For example, if you want to conduct or if you want to highlight which area you want to do research, where is very less amount of people are doing, or what is the trending topic currently, so you can do using this bibliometric analysis. It is a statistical tool which shows quantitatively the analysis of written publications. It consists on a review of the literature, indicating the number and evaluation and main trend of publications concerning a specific subject. Specific subject, for example, any burning subject in your field. Okay, that can be taken as a bibliometric project to show what is the trend of the subject, which country is doing what. Okay, who is the leading author, which country is the leading on this aspect. So I will give one example in the end part of this presentation. So the reason for bibliometric analysis we discussed in the previous slide, but here are few points. First thing is to understand the pattern, okay, such as discovery of regularities or the behavior, analysis of structure and dynamics, okay, discover of connections, relations and networks, search for regular possibility predictions, and discovery of impacts and effects. So these are the three broader reasons why we use the bibliometric studies. So is my screen visible, friends, to you?
No, sir.
No, sir. No, it's not.
I think it was there was a network issue. Let me switch to a stable network. Just give me a moment.
Dr. Priyanka, please check your audios from your side because he is audible to all of us.
Hope my screen is visible now.
Not yet,
And
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. It
Yes.
seems, yes.
Yes, sir.
It's visible.
so, so there are 70 plus people are attending this session today. So hope everybody have R in your system, right? Or anybody here who has not installed the R? Because after this presentation, I will demonstrate you how you can do this bibliometric using the R. Okay. So those who have not installed R, please install it. Or after this session, you can watch and install because tomorrow we will not do in R. Tomorrow the main exercise will be using the VOS beer. And the day after tomorrow, on Sunday, we'll do it using R. Okay, those who have installed, please follow the instruction today and we'll do the same exercise in Sunday. So those who are saying the screen is not visible, please check the internet connection at your end. So we discuss why we want to do a bibliometric analysis. The first reason is the first and utmost for our case to understand the pattern of the topic. For example, if you want to do a meta-analysis, before going for meta-analysis, you can do a bibliometric analysis. And the next point, these are required by the informatics people or the librarian. The number one point is for especially for us. What software do I need for this? There are so many softwares available in market. The famous one is the VOS viewer. It is open source, but it has many limitations. The second one is SiteSpace. It is a paid software. So we will not discuss about SiteSpace. Then Pajek, JAXA, and the famous software is R. As I said, we will do everything using R because R is open source, as well as the quality of tables, figures, and the umbrella of analysis is quite exhaustive. Okay, so therefore we will use R. Also, you need one reference management software. It could be your Mendeley, it could be EndNote, or it could be Zotero. Okay, you can use anyone. So this is one of the major output that we use in publications. Okay, this is called the network analysis. Okay, this plot we generated during the COVID time and using the VOS viewer to see the what are the keywords used basically and their relationship with others. If you look at this picture, you will see find in the center there are two broad you can say nodes. Okay, these the circular image is known as the NODE node. Okay, if you see people are using COVID-19 or SARS-CoV-2. Then few people, less is coronavirus, and more are people are looking at Africa. Okay, if you look at, then different steps to conduct a bibliometric analysis. So what is the first step? As we discussed in our manuscript writing workshop, what is the first step for doing a bibliometric analysis? Just guess.
A
To
research
search for the
question.
Anybody?
to search for the articles.
Okay, to have a valid research question. To have a valid research question, it is
Yes.
the first step. Second step,
To have objective to get answer for the research question.
okay, objective research question, you can say more or less same. Okay. Second
Sir,
step is
search
based on your
strategy
research
to
question.
find out the substitute.
Okay, based on your research question, you have to design a search strategy and acquire the data. Okay. These are the broader steps. Okay. First is you have to define your research objective or research question. Determine the purpose of your analysis. Are you trying to understand what? Okay. Trend in a specific field. Evaluate the impact of certain authors or the journals. Identify emerging research areas. Okay. So these are the objective of identifying a good research question. Then the second step is select the database and the data collection strategy. Choose the appropriate academic database. Okay, as you know, for doing any say evidence generation. Okay, these are nothing evidence generation. So we need minimum 3 database. Whether it is a systematic review, or you can say if you can do in bibliometric 3 database, then that is quite good, because if you look at any literature, most of the published studies, they are using either 1 or maximum 2 database. Okay, but it is always, if you can include 3 database, then there is nothing bad. Is my voice is breaking or it is clear? Dr. Sikha is saying voice is breaking.
Clear, sir. Clear. It is clear.
Clear, sir.
Okay, thank you.
So maybe Sir
So
Samishwar
as
might.
we yes. So as we are familiar, we should use 3 database. One is Web of Science, Scopus, or PubMed if possible. The most since PubMed is free, but it has many limitations while you do for the bibliometric analysis. However, Web of Science and Scopus, you will find many data and you can perform the most of the analysis. The full bibliometric analysis using the Web of Science and Scopus database. Then ensure that your data set is complete and representativeness. For representativeness, we have to use 2 to 3 database. Okay. Then the next step is data cleaning and pre-processing. So in our case, since we are not doing any primary research, so how do you mean by data cleaning? Anybody?
Removing the data elements that are not required for our analysis.
Searching for
Like,
duplicate studies.
okay, one point says so
Sir,
removing the
Like
duplicates.
intrusive.
removing the
Okay, that is
duplicates.
one step of data cleaning. Okay, as you said, removing which is not required. For example, say editorial, case report. Okay, those you can also remove if possible. So clean and retrieve data by removing duplicates, irrelevant records, and non-academic sources. So you can do the data cleaning by doing this. Standardize authors' names, journal titles, and other relevant metadata ensure data accuracy and consistency. The standardized author names, journal titles. So these are possible if you extract data from Scopus and Web of Science. So they have a standard format to archive author names, journal titles, keyword, everything, which is called the metadata. Where in Google Scholar you will not find those metadata. Then the next step is data analysis. perform various analyses to derive insights from the dataset. Common bibliometric analysis includes one is publication trend, authorship patterns, journal analysis, citation analysis, keyword analysis, co-citation analysis, and bibliographic coupling. So these are various types of analysis that is possible using the software. In R, everything is possible. Whereas in VOS viewer, no, you cannot do all these points. Somebody is raising hand. Can you please unmute and ask the question?
Sir, Dr. Manoj from KHPT. Just want to ask,
Please.
removing duplicates, could we do auto, is there an auto function to do that? Like, how to do that actually, removing the duplicates?
Okay, good question. If you are using single database, then there is no point of removing database
Okay.
because in single database you will not find any duplicates. But if you are using more than two database, say Web of Science and Scopus, so there is a chance of
Okay.
duplicates because the same data may be present in Scopus or same data may be present in Web of Science. So in that case, if you import your data to a reference management software and remove the duplicates, like Mendeley has some features removing of duplicates. Then the next one is EndNote having features removing of duplicates. I am not using Zotero, so I cannot comment. Those who are using, they must have aware about the duplicate removals in Zotero. Okay. So this we can do there, or the other artificial intelligent softwares like Ryan, or we are using the nested knowledge where you can also remove the duplicates.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. Raman,
So
Hello, sir.
just go ahead.
yes, please.
Sir, I joined 10-15 minutes late. I don't know how to download the software.
Okay, don't
Can
worry.
you
Do you
please
have
tell
R?
me?
Do you R in your system?
Yes, sir, I have.
Okay, then don't worry. We'll do today. We'll do the exercise using R. Okay. Tomorrow, everybody try to install the VOS
Yes, sir.
viewer because tomorrow
Yes.
the instructor she is coming from this Web of Science and she will demonstrate how to use the Web of Science
Mm-hmm.
database using the VOS viewer.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So understood. These are the
Thank
type
you,
of
Sanjeev.
analysis that we are using. Anybody has any question? Somebody still there is a hand raised.
Yes, sir. Dr. Sanjeev,
Yes, sir. I want to
Yes,
ask that as you said that PubMed is free,
okay,
Scopus and
Sanjay, carry on the
Scopus
last
and
notes.
Web of Science are not free for everyone. So how we can use the Scopus or Web of Science for
Hello.
downloading articles for bibliometric analysis?
Okay. So in this case, since you are part of our GCS team, so any one of our member from GCS they can help you. Okay. But it is a limitation. Okay. Therefore, you will see the not everybody is doing bibliometric analysis. It is a limitation. The library should have provide access to this database. But still you can do in PubMed. There is no harm. I will also will today will demonstrate how a same research topic if you import through PubMed, if you import to Web of Science, and if you import to Scopus. Okay, how it will vary. Okay. There is a limitation. You can
Okay,
say
sir.
the PubMed has this limitation, but still you can use using PubMed.
Dr. Deepa.
Yes, sir. Sir, before this data slide, everything else, all the rest of the steps are similar to the way we do for SRMA. There is no difference if we are doing
Yes.
bibliometric
No,
analysis or SRMA.
there is exactly. Exactly, there is no difference because the same step will be repeated in your scoping review, same step will be repeated in your systematic review, the same step will be repeated in your
Hanji.
network meta-analysis also. So all the steps are same because
Hanji.
the conference name is evidence synthesis. Okay.
Hanji.
So
Okay, so my second question is,
we are teaching the different, yes.
Okay, but in this,
Yes,
you
Dr.
have
Sika.
given us various options, right? So one is citation analysis. So for citation analysis, what I have little bit read earlier last month, okay, we can do 3, 4, but the problem is like PubMed won't have citations. Then you have to go and manually look for everything. Only Web of Science and I think Scopus, these two will give you citations easily. So if we are doing citation analysis, should we stick to just where only citations are mentioned, or we should include more databases and then go and do that manual search for citation of every rest of the articles?
Okay. So for this question, you hold on till my
And
demonstration.
okay,
Okay. In
okay,
R,
sir.
once you import data from Web of Science or Scopus, R has all the features. You don't
And
do any manual thing. Okay.
okay, sir. ठीक है. Thank you.
So whatever I have listed here, we can do it using R in just a fraction of seconds. And you don't need to write codes also. So I will give you some shortcut. Okay. You don't need to
हाँ जी, हाँ
use any code. Okay. So let me
okay,
finish this.
thank you. हाँ जी.
So after this analysis, since this is a visual analysis, we have to produce some visual appealing graphs or figures or tables. Okay. So the next step is visualization of the analysis. Okay. So create a visualization to effectively communicate your findings. Common visualization types include bar charts, line graphs, network graphs, and word clouds. Okay. So this is the thing. It is a very easy things where you can easily create a manuscript, maybe in 7 days. Okay. Pawan is here, my PhD students. He developed one manuscript in 4 to 5 days. And I will demonstrate you all these examples that I am giving you here, how you can create. Okay. For example, this is you want to investigate how the field of a personalized medicine. Okay. For example, you want to mapping the evolution of personalized medicine. Okay. And this is a very good topic where you can do a bibliometric analysis. All the hot burning topics that is, for example, all these artificial intelligence and machine learning. Okay, some of you have taken a topic for your systematic review. Before going for systematic review, you can also do a bibliometric analysis. Okay, all those topics can be taken a single bibliometric analysis also. Where you can identify, for example, in this case, so you can identify the emergence of subfield technologies and therapeutic approaches within the personalized medicine. The second example is if you want to assess the impact of telemedicine adoption on medical research. Telemedicine also a emerging field where it is not fully developed. If you want to show how the telemedicine is adapted in across the medical researches, you can also do a bibliometric analysis. And the next example is you can uncover research trends in rare diseases. So this is also bibliometric is an analysis is applicable doing the rare diseases. For example, in monkeypox, we produce one bibliometric analysis. If you want to use the artificial intelligence, okay, you can also use how the artificial intelligence is used in clinical medicine. You can also use a bibliometric analysis. Another approach is, for example, you want to see the blockchain. Nowadays, the cryptocurrency, blockchain, these are the emerging fields. How this blockchain is used in say cancer therapy, okay, diagnosis, radio imaging, all how the blockchain is used in the healthcare. You can also do a bibliometric analysis. Okay. Today I shared so many research questions. For example, this research question I have taken the first research question of the proposal that ICMR is looking for. Okay, you can do a bibliometric analysis to see how the stem cell therapy used in treatment of the osteoarthritis. Okay, if you look at this example, okay, so this one, all these research question can be taken as a bibliometric. So now you have 80 plus people. You can do one bibliometric analysis in all these research questions. These are all but emerging research questions. Okay. So we'll do this one, a hands-on practice. this research question. Okay. I have kept the title is like this: analyzing the evolution and impact of stem cell therapy research in treatment of osteoarthritis, a bibliometric investigation. Okay. Right, for doing that, uh, you can do using the VOS viewer. Everybody, you have the link for the VOS viewer. Please download the software. Okay. Today we'll demonstrate using the R.
Participants, please mute yourself. Dr. Divjot. Sir, Dr. Divjot has a question, it seems.
Sir,
Yes,
please
Dr.
repeat
Divjot,
the
please.
first 2 to 3 steps. Sir, please repeat the first two to
Okay,
three
it is
steps. I
very
missed them. How to research.
okay. It is very easy. It is similar the way you are using a systematic review and meta-analysis. First step is you have to identify a research question. Second step, you have to design a uh, search algorithm, how to archive the data, how to extract data from the database. Uh, for the representativeness, we use minimum 2 to 3 database. You can use PubMed, Scopus, and Web of Science. Okay, you can follow the same price match chart. For example, here there is, let me show uh, one example. One good, I'll share this article. So is my screen visible, everybody? The article title: A Bibliometric of Publication Trends in Medical Image Segmentation. I am sharing this article to your WhatsApp group. Just read this article and you can do all the steps presented in this article. Okay. It is something like a mini systematic review. We'll do all the figures present here in this article. Let me share this article. So I have shared this article to all of you. Please have a look, and whatever analysis it is present there, we will do everything. Okay, today I'll give the demonstration, and on Sunday we'll do in more detail. Okay, it is the same thing. You have to do identification, screening, then assess the eligibility, then include in the analysis. Okay, it is the similar steps that we will follow as our systematic review. Right. So friends, please open your R and create a new script. Also, we have a advanced bibliometric analysis course where if you want to uh, work with us for development of this manuscript bibliometric analysis, so we'll only recruit 10 students. Okay, already 2 students are there, and 8 students are. If you want to join the advanced course, you are also welcome to join there. After this will be after the workshop. So first you open a script on your R. Okay. Everybody opened, or anybody, you open your R, then
Yes, sir.
click on the create a new file. So what is the next step? I have to save this file. Okay. Then click on
Yes.
save. Okay. And name it whatever name. I name it demo bibliometrics. Okay. You save it. So we have to install the package called the Bibliometrics. Okay. So you have to install the package called the Bibliometrics. So what is the code for installation package? How many ways to install a package? You know, I hope everybody attended our R workshop. You have to install a package, then call that package through your library, then only you will perform the task. So for doing this, you have to install two packages. One is Bibliometrics. You can write the code here, or you can select on the package in your window, then click on install, and here you can search Bibliometrics. Okay, if you type Biblio, then the second one, Bibliometrics, will come. Okay, select that. Okay, and click on install. Since I have already installed, I will not click install. Right? Everybody done it? It will take some time, 2 to 3 minutes to install.
Yes, sir, installing.
Okay. Everybody please install. You have to install only once.
Sir, R or R Studio we have to open.
You have to work on R Studio. Okay. R,
Correct.
Dr. Manoj, please wait. You just observe it since you have not installed. After this, maybe tomorrow you can get in touch
Yeah.
with one of our mentor, maybe Dr.
Sure.
Akib or Pawan. They will help you installation.
Sure, sure, sure. Yeah,
We
I'm new
install
to
R,
some of
R
these,
Studio
so
and
I
R.
contact. Sure.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, when I'm searching in packages for bibliometric, it's not showing in my R Studio.
Then madam, you type install dot packages in bracket bibliometric. Okay, let me send this code in the chat. Better install is it is the easiest way. Okay, Pawan already posted it. Okay, the code also posted in the chat. So you will have these red lines in your bottom of the windows. You don't worry. So what is the command to check whether my software is properly installed or not after installation?
Library.
Anybody? Okay. So command is library. If it will appear in the blue text, blue color like this, then it means your sub package installed correctly. You have to type library bibliometrics after the installation. So if I run it, it is appearing like this. It means my bibliometric is perfectly installed. So what is the what is the other way to check whether it has installed properly or not? To you can also check installation package. If you look at the install package in the pack, if you click on package and if you see the bibliometric is a tick in the bibliometric package, it is a tick mark there. It means your package is installed perfectly. Okay. If you want to use the data set, you can also use the bibliometric data. Okay. So doing bibliometric
Dr.
using
Manjot, I
R,
have
there are
a
so
question.
many.
Sir, I have a question. One. small question.
Yes, please.
Sir, R has actually I'm now using Windows. My boss was not installing on Mac. So R Studio and R tool has to be installed inside the R folder.
Yes, all are in the. You have to create one folder in your C drive, and in that folder you have to install R Studio and R Tools. R Tools is not required right now, but R and R Studio should have been installed in the same folder. If it is not installed, then don't worry. Okay, it will work.
Okay.
Okay, for in future one, when you update your R or you uninstall, then try to install in the same folder. I think you are there in the R workshop and you should not ask this question.
Okay, sir. I
Okay.
just forgot it.
So one every okay. So now everybody should not R should be your handy. I said there is any operation can be done using R. Whether any type of data analysis, you see how many types of difficult sample size calculation. Okay, last time Dr. Akib demonstrated. So that the complex design, study design in your research, it can be done through R. Okay, which cannot be done in other softwares available in the say web based. So we will perform this using a drop down function. Okay. So for that R has a very good feature known as Bibliosigny. So type Bibliosigny, Biblio, sorry. Okay. Type the Bibliosigny and hit on run. Bibliosign in the bracket, then hit run. These are the three codes you only require, nothing else. Then our job is done. You have to run
Sir,
these three
is
codes. Yes.
sir.
Yes.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, Dr. Gurmanjit.
सर इसमें हमें न्यू सेशन लेना है आर में.
हाँ हाँ, न्यू सेशन लेना है आपको. मैंने वो चार्ट में डाल दिया. मैं इसको व्हाट्सएप पे भी कर देता हूँ. आपको यही 3 कोड ही ज्वाइन करना, रन करना पड़ेगा. नथिंग एल्स.
Yes.
Okay, so everybody, it will take some time. The Bibliosign will work if you have an internet connection. Okay, if you don't have an internet connection, then you have to write the codes in R that we'll discuss on Sunday. Today we'll use the drop down function of the Bibliosign. How many of you, once you hit this Bibliosign, it will appear like this. Okay, it will, there is a Windows, it will appear like this.
We have to download the Bibliosigny from the install package drop down menu.
No, no, no.
But
You
here
you have to install Bibliometrics.
yeah, I have installed and library. I have confirmed with the library. But for Bibliosigny, it's showing that this is not available for this version of R.
Madam, when you install your R?
Sir, I was working on this R
No, no, it is in one
on Windows.
because this software, the latest version of Bibliometrics, they released on the June 2023. Okay, just last month they released the latest version of Bibliometrics. So how many of you are
Sir,
seeing
I
this
just
screen?
installed yesterday.
So it should work. If it
Sir,
is not
actually,
working, then you get in touch. जिसका नहीं हो रहा है आप अपना सब लोग मैंने बताया था ना एनीडेस्क लोड करने के लिए। ओके, आप एनीडेस्क लोड करो, जब भी हमारे पास टाइम मिलेगा हम आपको एनीडेस्क में लेके उसको इंस्टॉल कर देंगे। इट इज नॉट, इट इज वेरी इजी। यू सी हाउ मेनी पीपल हैव इंस्टॉल्ड नाउ। ओके, सो नाउ एवरीबॉडी, ये फाइल में सबको भेजा था, इसमें सबका है। तो you should pick one research question from this topic and you should do a bibliometric analysis. Okay, let us do the first one. Okay, the first one, the research question is, in patients with osteoarthritis, what is the efficacy and safety of stem cell? Okay, we'll not go for that. So we'll see how the stem cell therapy is applying in osteoarthritis. Okay, this is very broader. We will use two keywords. One is osteoarthritis and the second one is stem cell therapy. Okay, so for that I will go to, this is my Web of Science. Okay, I will go to the advanced search. Those who have not access to Web of Science, please watch it. Okay, I will clear my all. I will write the keyword. I will take the keyword from here. Okay, one keyword is osteoarthritis. Okay, I will add to query, and the second keyword is stem cell therapy. Okay. So I will use or and. Anybody? I will use what Boolean operator I will use.
And
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 we want
Sir,
to
or will give you both. And will give you common one.
Common. We are looking for the common one. Okay, जहाँ पे stem cell therapy as well as osteoarthritis both are using. Okay, so I will use, if you want to add a synonymous of osteoarthritis, then you can use a or. So what is the synonyms of osteoarthritis? Anybody? Anybody, any medical professionals here who can say what are the other any names of the osteoarthritis?
Sir, degenerative
You
joint
can,
disease. ऐसा कुछ.
okay, you can search also Google. Okay. Some people call it degenerative joint disease or wear and tear arthritis. Okay, let us use this degenerative joint disease. So if I use here degenerative joint disease, I will, what Boolean operator I will use?
or
Okay, right. I will use or. Okay, so I have used degenerative joint disease. Now my other area is the stem cell therapy, right? So I will use the stem cell therapy. And I will use the and, right? So this is my search term, search algorithm. Then I will hit the search button. So there are 2,411 articles. Okay. And then next step is I will click on export and I will click on beep text and I will click on records from 1 to 1000 because this for us there is a limitation of 500 database that I can extract in a single time. So there are 2000 database, so I have to download 4 times. Then I have to join that. Okay. So you click on this record from 1 to 500, then select on full record and cited reference. Full record and cited. Somebody asked the question, in PubMed you will not find the cited reference. So but in Web of Science and Scopus you will find the cited reference for citation analysis. So click on full record and cited reference, then click on export. Okay. So if I click on export, it will be downloaded to my download folder. It will take some time. Okay, now it is downloaded 1 to 500. So similarly, if I want to extract the next one, I will click on beep text, then record from 501, 501 to 1000, then same full text, then I will click export. So if you are using the single database, it is very easy to join. How you can join? Let me show you. Okay, now my I have exported 1000 database. Okay, so I'll go to my download folder. Okay, you see, so these are the 2 files. It is there. What I will do, I will right click and open with Notepad, and you will see all the data is there. Right? I will copy that. Control C, and the next one I will open with Notepad, and I will simple paste here. Right? So all the data is pasted there, and I will file, save as, save, and I will close. You see how I merge the database? Are you able to notice? It is very easy. It will open in your Notepad. You have to copy and paste. Because since we are using a single database,
Sir, we
there
have to
is no
download
chance
that.
of duplication. You have to download the file, then right click
So
and
which file,
open in Notepad.
so which file type you have to download?
Okay. BibTeX, BIBTEX. Okay. Then now I have extracted data and I have merged the data. Now I have to go to the bibliometrics that I opened. Okay, here you will find there is a called the data import icon. Click there, data import, then click on the load data. Okay, I have already some data is there. Okay, I want to import raw files. You see, there are 3 options: import raw files, load bibliometric files, use a sample collection. So click on import raw files. Click on import raw
So
files.
we have
Then in the database, you have Web of Science, Scopus, Dimension, Lens, PubMed, and Cochrane library. So these are the options. Beyond that, you cannot go. Then I will click on Web of Science. Then click on Browse, and this is my file. Okay, and click on Open.
So
Right.
after opening in Notepad, we have to save it in where?
You have to you save in any of the uh, 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 either your download desktop, any folder you have saved.
Okay. And you to upload that file only, same Notepad file.
Huh. Okay, so this screen should appear. It says that you see affiliation. It is excellence. This shows the quality of your data import. The last one says that it is the red mark. It means this is the missing data. The science categories. Keyword is good. DOI is good. Okay, abstract is good. Cited reference is good. Okay, so this window should appear and you can close it. It means your data is fully loaded. So your data is fully loaded, and in the left side, these are the options that you can do perform analysis. The first you should look at the most bibliometric analysis that we do called the 3P picture. Three field plot. Okay. You see how just you have to you click the plot is generated in the manuscript that I shared to you. Okay, you see they also use this plot. This plot. Okay, so this is called the three field plot, where you will have the author's name. Okay, then the middle one is the keyword. Okay, and the right side is the publication source. So this is called the three field plot. This plot you can generate. Right. Then you can also do a conceptual structure mapping, thematic map. So this is called a thematic map. There are various types of maps are available if you want to see the authors. Okay, which one is the most relevant authors. Okay. You see Wang Wai, in this field he has published 13 articles. Okay. And also the same can be import export. You can download the figure in the DPI, whatever DPI we need minimum 300 DPI. So it has option to download the you can configure the DPI. Also you can export the table also for if you want to further analysis. This is the local cited authors. Then authors production over time. Okay, this diagram it is there in the paper. This is the diagram, authors production over time. Then the most important feature is the GIS map. Okay, you don't need a separate GIS. Okay. You have to just click it. You see how beautifully you can export this image. Okay, click on this, export plot as PNG, and your plot will be loaded. Okay, so this
Sir, a
is the
minor
plot.
clarification.
Yes.
So Manoj here, yeah. So after exporting from Web of Science, now on a notepad, and then we have to import into R first, or directly bibliometrics we can import the data, sir?
You can directly import to the bibliometrics, bibliosiny, not R. Means R it is running through R, but R is running on your background, backend.
Okay. So directly bibliometrics we could import.
Okay, let me do it again. Okay, so
Yes,
you can
sir.
explore. There are so many types of features are there. Okay, you can generate a report also. You can create a social structure, collaboration network. Okay, countries with collaboration, network analysis with different countries. There are various types of options are available. So those who are not able to perform with me, so let me I am closing this. I am closing this and I will run from the scratch. Okay, you have to open your R Studio. You have to create a R script. Now my script is blank, right? I have to install. I have already installed your bibliometrics. I will not install again. You have to, if your my screen
Sir,
is
your
not
screen is
visible.
not visible. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Please unshare and share it again.
Not visible, sir, from the beginning. It's now visible.
Okay. I opened my R Studio. It is fresh. I have already installed the bibliometrics and I call the library. So you have to type only bibliosign. Biblio. If your bibliosign is there, you see, look and the third option. I typed only biblio. Then the bibliosign option is there. Okay, you have to just select it and hit on run. So once you hit and run, your bibliosign will be loaded. Now it is loaded there. Okay, so this much you have to do through R. Then the rest thing you have to do through bibliosign. You don't need R. So whatever analysis, okay, everything can be done through bibliosign. You don't need to remember any code. You don't need to write any code. All types of meta-analysis, all types of sample size calculation, any performance that those who fear that writing codes, you have to run the bibliosign in your like this is bibliometric, it is called bibliosign. So similarly for meta-analysis, it has the sign package. Sign function in R will have the drop-down features, right? Understood everybody? The sign,
Sir,
SHINY. Those who
sir,
have a
in the
fear of
Biblio sign on Chrome,
writing codes, yes.
yes, sir, it is showing attempt to apply non-function.
It means your R is not installed properly.
Okay.
Okay. You see, okay, I am able to open it. Anybody who is not able to open it,
Yes,
how
sir.
many able to open it? Just raise your
Yes,
hands
sir,
or
we're
give
able
me
to
a
open,
thumbs up.
sir.
Okay. So it means
Not able to
everybody
open.
is working. Those who are not able to open it, maybe after this session, I will not take more than 15-20 minutes. Please install your AnyDesk. I will take control of your desktop and will try to install. See where is the issue. Okay, somebody raise the hand. Please unmute and ask. Who is there? Somebody is raise your hand. Okay,
Or
so once your
install the any package
is there,
and the
madam,
library
let me
also
finish this
updated.
session. Then, madam, let me finish this session. Then I will take control of your laptop. Okay. So in your left hand side, there is a icon called data. Click on data. Then there are two options. One is load data and gather data. Click on load data. Then in your right hand side, the pop-up will appear. Then import or load data, where it is written, please choose what to do. Click on the drop down. Click on import raw files and select the database that you want to open, import. It is Web of Science, Scopus, Dimension, Lens, PubMed, and Cochrane. Okay, I will select the Web of Science. Then I will select the browse and I will select the and click on the start. Okay. So if this screen if it appears, it means your data is loaded perfectly. Then close the screen. And you see in the left side, once the data is loaded, then all the features will be highlighted in the left side. Then you click any of the analysis that you want. If you want to analyze what are the source, then you click on source. These are the different source, most relevant, local, Bradford law. Okay, you have to read what is Bradford law. Bradford law. If you do want to analyze this, then you have to also write the discussion section, the result about this, the methods. Okay, you can choose any one up. If you want to see how the authors, which author is performing, you can use the authors function. Then affiliation, which country is doing that. Okay, clustering. Okay, conceptual structure, co-occurrence network analysis. Yeah. So this is very easy. You don't need to write any course, nothing else. So if you are sincere, you can produce one manuscript in 1 week. Okay, friends, we'll do this in Sunday, more detail. Today I will not means put any more things today. So I just demonstrated how you can use the R easily to do the bibliometric analysis. So tomorrow we'll use the VOS viewer software, and I believe once you know how to use R, you will not use the VOS viewer. But tomorrow session also important because the trainer she is a expert in Web of Science. She is coming from Web of Science. So attend that session. That will be helpful to write your methods, your discussion section of the manuscript. But she will, I believe she will demonstrate using the VOS viewer.
Sir, can you please
So now I'll take one
demonstrate
or
how
two.
to download them for 5 minutes?
Which one? This picture. This, if you
No,
want to
sir. Was
download this
viewer and
picture, click
bibliometric.
on this
How to download? No, not this picture,
bibliometric.
sir.
So I
Was
already
viewer
explained.
and was viewer, sir.
For the VOS viewer, for the VOS viewer, you have to click. Okay. For VOS viewer, you have to write vosviewer.com. Then click on the download VOS viewer. Okay. If you are able to use, oh, किसने मुझे क्वेश्चन पूछा? Let me see. Let me stop my screen. Okay, who asked this question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Me.
Okay. अगर आपका R पे काम हो रहा है, then why you need VOS viewer? You know, this is a tool. You know it, but use R. अगर आपका R open हो रहा है, because R पे जो the type of analysis, all type of analysis will not be done using VOS viewer, right? And the quality of figures is much more better than the VOS viewer. Okay. So read this manuscript. The manuscript that I shared with you, you see all the data. This is a very
Yes,
good
sir.
journal. Okay. The Medical Physics, Journal of Applied and Clinical Medical Physics, it is a very good journal. Okay. You read this paper and you will able to perform all the analysis present here using the R. Okay. You cannot do this a GIS map using VOS viewer. Okay. You cannot do this co-citation country analysis, word cloud, dendrogram also. It is not possible using R, using VOS viewer. So everything is possible in R. Then अगर आपके पास R है and you don't want to write any course, it is just a drop down function. You have to select and here you will get the result.
I'm writing bibliosign. It is not drop. The down is not coming up.
Share your screen.
It's only tiny.
Yes, sir.
It's only tiny only. Uh,
So Dr. Arvind, please stop the recording, and I will take the control. Maybe those who are here, Dr. Akib. Dr. Akib, are you here?